Hello friends, welcome back to Englisheats-V channel, the place where we learn English through exciting science discoveries from around the world. Today's topic sounds unbelievable. Imagine if scientists could take energy-making machinery from plants and place it inside animal eyes. Imagine if parts of spinach could help treat diseases in the future. It sounds like science fiction, but researchers have now done something extraordinary. Scientists successfully transplanted photosynthetic material from spinach into the eyes of mice, where it produced energy molecules using light. This surprising experiment has shocked the scientific world and opened new possibilities for future medicine. Today we will learn what photosynthesis is, what scientists did in this experiment, how plant material worked inside mouse eyes, why this discovery is important English vocabulary, and how science continues to blur the boundaries between plants and animals. So let us begin. First, let us understand a basic scientific concept. What is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the process by which plants convert sunlight into energy. Plants use sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide to produce glucose, which serves as food energy for the plant. During photosynthesis, plants also release oxygen into the atmosphere. In fact, much of the oxygen humans breathe comes from photosynthetic organisms. Inside plant cells are tiny structures called chloroplasts. Chloroplasts contain chlorophyll, the green pigment that captures sunlight. You can think of chloroplasts as tiny solar power stations inside plant cells. Now here comes the surprising part. Scientists wondered, could photosynthetic machinery from plants function inside animal tissue? To test this idea, researchers extracted photosynthetic material from spinach leaves and transplanted it into the eyes of mice. Surprisingly, the transplanted material continued converting light into energy molecules inside the animal tissue. This discovery amazed researchers because plants and animals evolved very differently. Normally, animals do not perform photosynthesis. Now let us improve our English vocabulary. Vocabulary number 1, photosynthesis, meaning, the process by which plants use sunlight to produce energy. Sentence, photosynthesis allows plants to create food from sunlight. Vocabulary number 2, chloroplast, meaning, a structure inside plant cells where photosynthesis occurs. Sentence, chloroplasts capture sunlight energy. Vocabulary number 3, transplant, meaning, to move tissue or material from one place to another. Sentence, scientists transplanted plant material into mouse eyes. Vocabulary number 4, inflammation, meaning, swelling or irritation inside the body. Sentence, researchers studied inflammation in the eye. Vocabulary number 5, energy molecule, meaning, a molecule that stores and transfers energy in cells. Sentence, photosynthesis produced energy molecules inside the tissue. Excellent. Learning science vocabulary helps improve English naturally and meaningfully. Now let us understand why scientists used mouse eyes. The eye is a highly active organ that requires large amounts of energy. Certain eye diseases occur because cells become damaged, inflamed, or unable to produce enough energy. Researchers hoped that photosynthetic machinery could help generate useful molecules directly inside damaged tissue. The experiment showed that light-powered plant material could survive temporarily inside mouse eyes and produce molecules that may help reduce inflammation. This is extremely important because inflammation contributes to many diseases. Now think carefully about how unusual this idea is. Plants normally depend on sunlight for energy. Animals normally depend on eating food for energy. But this research combines characteristics from both biological systems. This demonstrates one of the most exciting parts of modern science. Scientists are learning how to borrow useful biological abilities from nature itself. Now imagine the future possibilities. Could photosynthetic systems someday help repair damaged human tissue? Could light-powered biological therapies reduce disease? Could scientists develop new treatments for eye disorders using plant-based technology? Researchers are still far from these goals, but this experiment opens fascinating possibilities. Now let us understand another important scientific idea. Cells need energy constantly. Every movement, every heartbeat, every nerve signal, and every thought requires energy. Cells normally produce energy using structures called mitochondria. Mitochondria are often called the powerhouses of the cell. Plants have both mitochondria and chloroplasts. Animals mainly depend only on mitochondria. This experiment essentially introduced an additional energy-producing system into animal tissue. That is why scientists became so interested. Now repeat these English practice sentences after me. Plants use sunlight to produce energy. Scientists transplanted photosynthetic material into mice. Modern biotechnology is changing medicine. Cells need energy to survive. Science helps us understand life. Very good. Speaking aloud improves pronunciation and confidence. Now let us discuss another fascinating point. This is not the first time scientists observed animals using photosynthesis-like systems. Certain sea slugs can steal chloroplasts from algae and temporarily store them inside their own bodies. These strange animals are sometimes called solar-powered sea slugs because they gain some energy from sunlight. Nature already contains surprising examples of cooperation between different life forms. Scientists often study these unusual organisms to develop new medical technologies. Now let us think scientifically. Why did researchers choose spinach? Spinach contains abundant chloroplasts and is easy to study in laboratories. Scientists extracted the photosynthetic machinery carefully before introducing it into mouse tissue. Under light exposure, the transplanted material produced molecules that carry energy and influence cellular activity. This suggests that plant-derived biological systems may interact with animal tissues more effectively than previously believed. However, researchers also emphasize that this technology is still experimental. Many questions remain unanswered. For example, how long can the photosynthetic material survive? Will the immune system reject it? Can it function safely in larger animals or humans? What side effects might occur? Scientific progress always requires careful testing. Now let us learn another useful English word, biotechnology, meaning the use of living systems or organisms to develop useful technologies. Sentence: biotechnology combines biology and technology. Another word, experimental, meaning something still being tested scientifically. Sentence: the treatment is still experimental. Excellent work. Now let us discuss why this discovery became global scientific news. This research challenges traditional biological boundaries between plants and animals. For centuries, humans viewed plants and animals as completely separate biological systems with very different energy processes. But modern biotechnology is showing that biological systems may sometimes be combined in unexpected ways. Science constantly changes our understanding of life. Many discoveries that once sounded impossible later became reality. For example, organ transplants, gene editing, artificial organs, and stem cell therapies once seemed unbelievable. Now scientists are exploring photosynthetic medicine. This shows how rapidly science continues evolving. Now let us imagine a future hospital. Perhaps one day doctors may use light-powered therapies to repair damaged tissues. Maybe special biological implants could generate energy directly inside the body. Perhaps inflammation-related diseases could be treated using advanced photosynthetic biotechnology. We do not know yet if these dreams will become reality, but every major scientific breakthrough begins with small experiments like this one. Now let us do a quick English quiz. Question 1. What process allows plants to produce energy from sunlight? Question 2. What structures inside plants perform photosynthesis? Question 3. Which plant was used in the experiment? Question 4. What does the word transplant mean? Question 5. Why are scientists interested in photosynthetic medicine? Try answering these questions in English. Practice improves fluency and confidence. Friends, this story teaches us something powerful. Nature is full of hidden possibilities. Plants, animals, microbes, and ecosystems contain biological secrets scientists are only beginning to understand. Science is not just about memorizing facts. Science